Well, okay, as we get ready to hit the phones then today, just want to make sure that you're familiar with how you're going to deal with these people that interrupt you early. Because you're going to call them on the phone, they're not going to want to talk to you. You're going to have to figure out a way to get yourself into their home over the phone where you can actually put on your presentation. They're not going to want to talk to you. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about how you deal with these early interrupts. They're not going to want to talk to you. Now, if you have a tool that you can use every call, then the control that you show on your end of the phone is going to offset all the confusion that you're getting on the other end of the phone. So for instance, if you call somebody up and you don't even get a chance to get your name out, chances are you're going to have a hard time making a sale to this person. That's what I want to work on for this section of the training, is just to make sure that you know how to deal with early interrupt and dealing with any kind of an objection. We're going to use a three-part method for dealing with these. First thing you do is you say their name, just to let them know that you actually are familiar with who they are. Their name is going to be on the screen in front of you. So for instance, if I call you up and ask, may I please speak with Mr. Scott, then you're going to know that I'm trying to contact you, right?
Right.
Okay, great. They're not going to want to talk to you. And the second thing we're going to do is acknowledge that the customer said something to us, like, for instance, like, oh, I can appreciate your hesitation. Or many people have said that to me today. Oh, I can appreciate your hesitation. I can appreciate your hesitation. You need to have some pat phrase that you can use every time for a control measure. Because when you call on the phone, a lot of these people are not going to want to talk to you. You just understand that ahead of time. So the more you control your end of the call, the easier it's going to be for you to make a sale to the person, whether they want to talk to you or not. And that's what it's all about, getting the sales made. And that's what it's all about. Oh, I can appreciate your hesitation. Now the third thing, maintaining control of the call, is to address the actual objection or concern that the person brought up on the phone in the first place. This is a skill. You have to learn how to do this just like you learn how to do everything else. Now it's going to sound faked, and it's going to sound weird, as you first get started doing this. But day in and day out on the phone, when you're talking to people who don't want to talk to you, this kind of skill will come in very handy. Okay, and in fact, you're going to have to use this kind of format if you want to hit your sales goals. You're just going to have to. The reason I say have to is because you never know what's going to happen on the other end of the phone, so you always want to make sure you know what's going on your end of the phone. It's number 40 on your script, because you're going to get a lot of that. We time our calls to match up with the mailing that we do. Why? So that they know why we're calling. We don't have to spend a lot of time explaining ourselves. So just for instance, if I was on the other end of the phone and I told you, well, I know I'm not interested, well, then all of a sudden you have something you can use on me to say, well, that's good. And then you go right back into your presentation like nothing happened. Because you're going to have to get through the presentation in order to build enough value to make a sale. But this is just another skill you're going to have to use. It's very simple. But we're going to practice it anyway, so that when you hit the phone, you're confident, you're poised, you have all the tools you need to get the job done. Because if you don't get the job done, then what's the point in paying you for doing the job? You'll be fired. That's just the hard, cold reality. That's the way it goes.
Music, very high tone, crazy.